After a bad experience, no matter where you are in life, and I'm going to get a little philosophical here, no matter what it is in life, after you've had a bad experience, most people are like, you know what? I should have seen that coming. I should have recognized this. I should have recognized that. I
Yeah.
should have seen the warning signs. And just like that with agencies, there are warning signs. There are red flags you need to be aware of that could lead to a poor experience and even an expensive poor experience. Um, so let's just dive right in. Like, what are red flags that people should be looking out for if they are hiring an agency, they have hired an agency? What should they be aware of?
So first of all, I think people that are looking to hire an agency should be a bit cautious in general. And I say this, this is the business that we're in, but to your point, probably every person that has had any kind of exposure to an agency has had a bad experience with consulting. It's just the reality. Most agencies are bad at what they do. And so, people should be cautious going into it in the first place. And again, I say that as running an agency. And when I hear people say it, I could get mad. I'm like, no, they're right. Yeah, most are bad. And so, we have that to overcome. But getting past that, there are a few key things to think about. And this is true with agencies as the same as going down and buying a car off the car lot or a piano from the music store. There are certain tactics that agencies use that to me are immediate red flags. So if an agency is more interested in creating immediacy and fear rather than creating stability through education, that's a red flag, right? So agencies coming in, okay, let's just take GA4 right now. This could have been what was a couple years ago Adobe DTM to launch, right? So anytime there's some kind of a deadline coming up, it's a prime opportunity for unethical agencies to use that to drive a lot of fear, especially in companies that are not educated and in a position to make an informed decision on it. So, again, GA4 is a big one in our space right now. If you're a free GA customer, we're coming up really quickly on a deadline where Universal Analytics isn't going to work anymore. And that's going to be very quickly followed by a deadline if you're a Google 360 customer paying for it. And so what these agencies do, instead of going in and saying, hey, here's where you're at, here's what you need to know, here's some things to think about, they go in and like, oh, if you guys don't do this, like right now, like literally you're going to lose all your, like, your business is going to go out of business tomorrow. You're done. It's over. Forget about it. You might as well just lay everybody off. And they create all this panic and fear. And the idea is that you want to get the buyer off balance so that they don't think logically through what they're buying and they just buy out of fear because, oh yeah, we're running Universal Analytics and it's going to go away. Like, oh yeah, what do we do? So anytime that tactic of immediacy and fear is used, to me, it's an immediate red flag. Now, are they always doing it in a unethical way? Not always. Sometimes they just may be bad at communication, but regardless, if you see that approach happening, you should put up a stop sign. It's like, wait a minute, we need to slow this down and think more rationally about the situation. And one of the questions that you should ask yourself is, who benefits the most by them taking this approach? And oftentimes, if you think through it long enough and carefully enough, you'll come to learn that a lot of the times that these tactics are used, it's because the agency is benefiting. Now, they may do a really good job of spinning it as, we're doing this for your benefit. The reality is, it's very clear that they're doing it for their benefit.